So I watched a film called Mother's Day that is apparently a remake of a movie with the same name, but I never watched the original, nor did I know that it even existed before watching this one. We follow a group of friends that, during a tornado warning, decide to party the night away. As they have some fun, a family of criminals bust in, take them hostage, and then hijinks arise. I'm going to be completely honest with you here and say this movie really ticked me off. I was yelling at the screen half the time as the characters fell over themselves, tripping into cliches and then rolling around in the crap that they fall in. Before I get into that though, I do want to mention some of the positives that I had. The acting was good almost across the board. The actors took what they had and really put their best foot forward. Recognizable faces like Frank Grillo, who has been in a ton of action movies, Shawn Ashmore, who's currently on The Rookie and was in Man of Medan for the gamers among you, the guy that plays Rig in the Saw movies, the actress for Andy or Annie or whatever the Step Up's girl name was. But if you've noticed, I haven't described what makes these characters special, and that's because nothing truly does. All those characters and more make up our main cast of good guys, for lack of a better term, but they're all practically indistinguishable from one another after the film ends. Too many faces with too little development. The bad guys fare a little better, but not by much, with notable faces if you like police TV shows like Ruzek from Chicago PD and the Dirtbag from Shades of Blue. But there's not much to say about them besides the fact that they're killers to differing degrees of deplorable and have a mommy complex with their actual mother. Smack me again, mommy is almost literally a word-for-word quote, but I won't say it's exactly right since I don't want to rewatch it to find out. They have no real motivations besides being criminals and being a family, which Dom Toretto would be proud of. The mom's ability to read people is only able to be so engaging before it starts to feel more like a plot pusher than anything else. Well acted, sure, but memorable, not in the slightest. I did care about a few by the end, and some interactions between them did surprise me, but I wasn't too engaged on really feeling a sense of connection to most of them. That's not just because of the large cast either, but because most never develop into characters reacting to situations and instead into characters that are written around the situations themselves. They did what the plot needed them to instead of what they actually would if they were their own people. The action scenes were pretty good though in terms of how they were shot, so I can give them that. Plus the pacing stays a consistent high, which works in the film's favor. It never gets too slow and the tension stays ramped up the majority of the time, with crazy gunmen whose crimes we learn about from a news station on TV as the movie goes on, with the Dom Toretto family mindset but dragged into the insane side instead of the calm and collected one. Any moment one of them may snap, which is shown early in the film, making the possibility of it happening again an omnipresent fear. Things like that helped the film out a ton and made the beginning of it actually good. Too bad it unravels by the end and becomes forgettable fodder for every trope and cliche imaginable. One thing that is memorable is how stupid the actions from these characters are. Broad spoilers ahead. One guy spends the whole movie talking about an action but never acts when he has the chance to. Cops get involved but never call anything in even when they are actively engaged with the enemy. A girl stands outside and looks around like a lost dog for critical moments instead of hightailing it away. A girl gets shot but nobody tries to figure out the cause until she writes it herself on a whiteboard while barely clinging to life and then get the police involved. A guy has a chance to get police help by blinking twice and then for some reason doesn't. A guy shoots his own wife. Bad guys get knocked down but never double tapped. Main girl gets gunned but fails to use it. Gunshots are never heard by anyone. Most bodies are never found or brought up again. The tornado that you think may play an important part never even happens and gets completely forgot about. The beginning scene and the ending one are the same exact cliffhanger. You heard me right. The most important flaw of this film is that it sets up a sequel that never sees the light of day, making everything feel cheap and worthless by the end of the film. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this movie. Keeping it short so I can urge you to spend time with your mother or a mother-like figure that's in your life. Tell them that you love them, how much you appreciate them while you still have time to do so. No mother is perfect, but if she's trying her best, give her your best as well. Not only today, but every day you can, because tomorrow isn't promised. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. You deserve the world. For more news, reviews, and whatever we choose, stay tuned to Nerdsfeed. Have a great day. Thank you.